Hello everyone, welcome to another section of Learning with Prepclass. I am Tutor Chima. How are you doing? I believe you are finding our content very interesting, very engaging, especially those of you that have seen majority of our content. Now, if this is the first time of you seeing this video, I bet you really missed, but you've not completely missed out, because we have loads and loads of educational content like this available on our channel. So feel free to go through our channel to view our videos. Now, for those of you that have seen our videos, I believe our videos have been very helpful. I believe your academic prowess has improved, and I believe that you are getting prepared to take your Jamb and score excellently well. I'm expecting at least an 80% score in your chemistry, an 80% or 85% score in your chemistry. Now guys, today we are going to be looking at Jamb chemistry, like I said, for the year 2016, and we are going to be solving questions 26 to 30. Now this is so because in our previous video we looked at questions 21 to 25, so today I will engage you guys on questions 26 to 30. Now before we proceed guys, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos. If you look below there, you see a notification bell. Click that notification bell and activate it. Once your notification bell is activated, you'll be the first to be notified whenever we have an educational content on our channel. You can be kind enough to share our videos so it's going to reach as much viewers as possible. Now, without wasting your time, let us go straight to the business of today, which is to solve past questions on Jamb chemistry for the year 2016. And I said we're looking at questions number 26 to 30. 26 says, the substance often used by vulcanization of rubber is... The substance often used for, that should be 4. The substance often used for, this should be for the vulcanization of rubber is it chlorine? Is it hydrogen peroxide? Is it sulfur? Is it tetraoxosulfate 6 acid? The answer is sulfur. Sulfur is used in the vulcanization of rubber. What is vulcanization? Vulcanization simply means the process in which rubber is processed in order to improve its quality, to improve its texture, to improve its elasticity, and to improve its durability. Process of improving the texture, quality, elasticity, and durability of rubber. And the substance that is used to do that is called sulfur. Sulfur is what is used to improve or used in the vulcanization of rubber. So the correct answer there is sulfur. Option C is the best answer. 27. Metals of the first transition series have special properties which are different from those of group 1 and 2. Metals of the first transition series have special properties which are different from those of group 1 and group 2 elements because they have partially filled, is it s orbitals, is it p orbitals, is it d orbitals, is it f orbitals. Now I said that metals of the transition series such as iron, manganese, chromium, there are many. We have iron, we have manganese, we have chromium, we have nickel, we have cobalt. They have special properties, and some of these properties are ability to exist in more than one oxidation state, possession of colored ions. Like iron can exist in oxidation state of +2 or +3. Oxidation state of +2 is dirty green in color. Oxidation state of +3 for iron is reddish brown in color. Manganese, for example, can exist in more than one oxidation state. Oxidation state of manganese can be +2, which is colorless. It can be +7, which is purple in color. It's also be purple in color. Chromium too can exist in 2 oxidation states. Oxidation state of chromium can be +3, which is greenish in color, or it can be +6, which is what? Orange in color. You see it? So now these are properties that these elements of the transition series possess, such as ability to exist in more than one oxidation state, or ability to have what? Colored ions, is due to their partially filled d orbitals. So those properties are due to what? They are partially filled d orbitals. So the correct answer to that question is what? Partially filled d orbitals. So your best answer is option C, d orbitals. 28. A particle that contains 11 protons, 12 neutrons, and 10 electrons is probably A. a particle that contains 11 protons, 12, this should be protons, 11 protons, 12 neutrons and 10 electrons is probably is it a neutral non-metal? Is it a metallic ion? Is it a non-metallic ion? Is it a neutral metal? Let's see. Now, from the number of electrons 10, this is 10 is it has 10 electrons. Because we use 10 electrons, so we use the number of electrons to determine the property of that element, because that will give us the electronic configuration. Now, from the number of electrons, which is 10, we have an electronic configuration of 2,8. What does that mean? First shell, 2 electrons. Second shell, 8 electrons. So we have an electronic configuration of 2,8. This shows that the atom of this element has lost/donated 1 electron. Why? Because the number of electrons is supposed to be equal to the number of protons, which is 11. Now, if you see here, we have 10 electrons and 11 protons. Normally, in the atom of an element, the number of protons should be equal to the number of electrons. So if you have 11 protons, you must have 11 electrons, so that that atom of that element should be electrically what? Neutral. 11 protons, 11 electrons. But in this case, we have 10 electrons, telling you that the atom of this element has lost or donated 1 electron, reducing it to 10. Now, for it to lose an electron, it simply means it's a metallic element. And to lose an electron, it becomes a metallic ion. I believe you understand. So this shows that the atom of this element has lost or donated 1 electron, because the number of electrons is supposed to be equal to the number of protons, which is 11. Therefore, this particle was a metallic element, or was the atom of a metallic element, but because it has donated 1 electron, it is now a metallic ion. So the correct answer is that it is a metallic ion. That particle is a metallic ion. Option B is the correct answer. 29. Catalysts increases the rate of a chemical reaction by providing a part that. Catalyst increases the rate of chemical reaction by providing a part that. Is it raises the activation energy? Is it increases the temperature? Is it lowers the activation energy? Is it increase the concentration? Now you must understand that a catalyst increases the rate of chemical reaction by lowering the activation energy needed for the reaction. Now I said that remember that for a reaction to take place, reactant particles must attain a minimum amount of energy, which is called the activation energy. Thus, in the presence of a catalyst, more reactant particles are able to collide when they meet at lower activation energy. Now, before reactants can be converted to products, according to the collision theory, the collision theory states that for a chemical reaction to occur, the reactant particles must collide before they can now form products. And as they collide, before a change can take place, before that collision of the reactant particles can translate, or before a reaction can even occur during collision, those reactant particles must attain a minimum amount of energy, which we call the activation energy. So as they are colliding, activation energy is increasing to a certain amount. Are you following? So the minimum amount of activation energy that is needed for these reactant particles to now convert to a product is now known as what? Activation energy. But the point is that when we introduce a catalyst makes that reaction faster. That tells you that a catalyst allows them to attain that activation energy faster, so that the amount of activation energy that will be needed will not be much. Do you understand? Catalyst boosts the reaction, enable more reactant particles to collide at the shortest possible time. That's what the catalyst does. It enables more reactant particles to collide at the shortest possible time, so that the activation energy that will be needed for the reaction for a change to take place will not be much. Therefore, a catalyst now lowers the activation energy. So that's the correct answer. The correct answer is that catalyst increases the rate of chemical reaction by lowering the activation or reducing the activation energy. And the correct answer is option C, lowers the activation energy. 30. A metal M displaces zinc from zinc chloride, ZnCl2 solution. This shows that a metal M displaces zinc from zinc chloride, ZnCl2 solution. This shows that electrons flow from zinc to M M is more electropositive than zinc. M is more electronegative than zinc. Zinc is more electropositive than M. Let us see. Now I said that for a metal X to displace another metal Y from Y's salt, metal S must be more electropositive or more reactive than Y. Therefore, for a metal M to displace zinc from zinc chloride solution, M is more electropositive than zinc. So the only condition that must be met for a metal to displace another metal is that the metal that is displacing the other metal must be more reactive or electropositive than the metal that is being displaced. So now for M to displace zinc from zinc chloride, it means that M is more reactive or M is more electropositive than zinc. So the correct answer is M is more electropositive than zinc. So option B is the correct answer. M is more electropositive than zinc. Alright guys, we've come to the end of today's section of Learning with Prep Class, where we looked at past questions on Jamb Chemistry 2016. We solved questions 26 to 30. If you look below here, you have been provided with a link, bit.ly/prepclass/WhatsApp. Type this link on your browser, and when you do so, it's going to take you straight to our WhatsApp group. When you join us on WhatsApp, you're getting updates, you're getting infos on the latest content we have on our channel. See you in the next video. I remain Chima. Bye.